For years, my wife kept saying my parents didn't respect our marriage. I believed her until I accidentally found out why my father kept asking for me before he died. My wife never told me outright to cut my parents off. She was smarter than that. Instead, she planted small doubts. She sounded passive-aggressive on the phone. Your dad looked annoyed when I spoke. I don't think they respect our marriage. At first, I defended my parents, but she never argued. She just stayed quiet, hurt, disappointed, and somehow that felt worse. Slowly, calls from my parents became less frequent. Or so I thought. Holidays passed without cards. My birthday came and went in silence. Whenever I asked about it, my wife would sigh and say, "I didn't want to stress you." They said some things. It hurt, so I stopped asking. Over time, I stopped calling too. 6 years of my life disappeared like that. Then, on a random Tuesday morning, I opened Facebook before work. A photo of my father, black and white. Funeral services this Friday. I remember staring at my phone, waiting for it to make sense. At the funeral, nobody hugged me. They looked at me like I was late and uninvited. My aunt pulled me aside, shaking, and asked, "Why did you ignore them? He asked for you until the end." I laughed weakly and said, "They never reached out." She didn't argue. She just handed me her phone. There were years of messages, voicemails sent at 2 a.m., missed calls stacked on missed calls, all sent to my number. That night, I went home and opened my wife's old iCloud backup. That's when I saw everything. My parents' numbers were blocked, renamed as spam. Entire message threads deleted weekly, replies sent from my phone while I was asleep. One message from my mom stopped my breathing. "Please tell him his dad keeps asking what he did wrong." Another, months later, "He doesn't remember much anymore, but he still asks for our son." When I confronted my wife, she didn't deny it. She didn't even look ashamed. She just said calmly, "They were taking you away from me." Then she added, "If you knew they loved you more than I did, you would have left." That's when I understood. She didn't isolate me by accident. She engineered it. I filed for divorce the next morning. At the final hearing, she asked me quietly, "Are you really throwing everything away because of this?" I looked at her and said, "You didn't just take my parents from me. You took my last chance to say goodbye to my father." She stared at me in silence. For the first time since I met her, she had nothing to say.